The oil lamp was lit in the puja room. Grandma continued with the narration of the Ramayana. Lakshmana and the band of monkeys, including King Sugriva, Hanuman, Angada, and Neela, set out to meet Sri Rama. After traveling for a long time, they saw him sitting at the mouth of a cave. Even though the separation from Sita was a torment for the Lord, he graciously smiled at Sugriva, hugged him, and made him sit near him. Does this sound familiar, Unni? Who else overlooks their own suffering so readily and showers affection on us? Unni knew the answer.
Amma is the only one who I have seen who can do that, Grandma. Sometimes I have seen Amma when she is sick or in pain. Whenever devotees come to visit Amritapuri on such days when she is not well, she still receives them with a smile.
Yes, Sunni. This is only possible for Mahatmas as they have the ability to put aside their pain for the sake of their devotees. When the Lord greeted him with such love, Sugriva's heart overflowed with joy. Pointing to the army of monkeys, he said, "My lord, these brave and skilled monkeys are ready to do your bidding." He explained to Rama the strength and capabilities of each commander. He pointed out the wise bear, Jambavan, who was the commander-in-chief of his monkey army, and Hanuman, his brilliant prime minister. "Command us, my lord. We have come prepared for anything." The Lord said, "Sugriva, think through things, make the right decisions, and act upon them." In obedience to Rama's instructions, Sugriva dispatched his army in all directions. Each division had 100,000 monkeys. He gave them detailed instructions about where to go. Sri Rama was astounded at his knowledge of geography and asked how he had acquired such extensive knowledge. Sugriva replied that he had run around so much in his fear of Vali that he had memorized every route in Bharat. To his monkey army, Sugriva instructed, "Come back within 30 days with information on the whereabouts of Sita Devi. Those who do not return will surely meet with severe punishment." The various divisions set off in their holy search. Hanuman approached Rama and stood before him with joint palms. Rama took off the ring gifted to him by the sages, gave it to Hanuman and said, "Vayuputra, put this ring, which has my name carved on it, in Sita's hand. This way you can earn her trust. You are the only one capable of accomplishing this mission." He also communicated to Hanuman a sentence that only Sita and he knew, so that Sita would definitely be convinced that Hanuman was indeed Rama's messenger. Under Jambavan's and Neela's leadership, the monkey army set out to the south, which was where Ravana's kingdom was located. They searched all the mountains and towns along the way until they reached the thick forest of the Vindhya mountain ranges. They killed various Rakshasas along the way. Understanding that the defeated Rakshasas were not likely to be the powerful Ravana, they advanced in their search. Eventually, they entered a dark forest. Suddenly, they found that their mouths were parched with thirst. There was no water to be seen anywhere. Hanuman climbed a mountain peak and spotted a huge cave. To his surprise, he saw many birds entering it. When they came out, their wings were drenched with water. He inferred that water must be present there. He described this sight to his fellow monkeys, and they decided to venture towards it. The entrance to the cave was partially hidden by creepers. Under Hanuman's leadership, the monkeys entered the cave. As it was pitch dark inside, they couldn't see each other and became frightened as they couldn't find the way forward. As instructed by their leaders, the monkeys held on to each other's tails and slowly proceeded in a single file. After inching their way ahead in the dark for what seemed like a long time, they suddenly spotted a light far ahead. They walked on and reached a place that was beautiful beyond belief. There were ponds sparkling like jewels, trees laden with fruits, and flowers dripping with honey. Astonished, the monkeys wondered about this marvelous place. They came upon a radiant woman, a sage who was meditating on a golden throne inlaid with jewels. The monkeys prostrated before her. With great happiness, she asked them, "Who are you? How did you come here?" Hanuman humbly bowed down before the radiant woman and told her the story of Sri Rama. He described the 100,000 strong monkey army traveling in all directions in search of Sita. They had been parched with thirst and had wandered into the cave in search of precious water. Hanuman then asked, "Please, tell us who you are. We are so curious to know." When she heard about Sri Rama, about whom Hanuman had spoken with utmost devotion, her face became bright with happiness. She said, "O monkeys, eat your fill of the fruits, drink some honey, and quench your thirst with the clear water. Come back after this, and I shall tell you about myself." The monkeys tucked into the fruits, drank their fill of water, finished the honey, and came back content. They bowed before the radiant sage, who started to tell Hanuman about herself. Vishwakarma, the celestial architect, had a beautiful daughter named Hema, who was a gifted dancer. Pleased with her dancing skills, Lord Shiva bestowed upon her this beautiful home. Hema lived here happily for eons, after which she merged into God. I am her companion, Svayamprabha. I am the daughter of a Gandharva and a devotee of Vishnu. Hema advised me to remain here. She revealed that Lord Vishnu would incarnate as Sri Rama in the Treta Yuga and that an army of monkeys would come here in search of Sita Devi. She told me that when you arrived, I should prepare a feast and provide a place for you to rest and refresh yourselves. After hosting you, Hema advised me to go and attain moksha in the holy presence of Sri Rama. I have been waiting here patiently for you for so many centuries, absorbed in chanting the sacred name of Sri Rama. Please close your eyes. I shall transport you to the right path. Thereafter, I shall go and have the darshan of Lord Rama. The monkeys stood still and closed their eyes. With her yogic powers, Svayamprabha teleported them to the forest and showed them the right path. She then travelled to where Sri Rama was sitting with Lakshmana and Sugriva. She bowed down before her Lord, sang his praises, and circumambulated him reverentially. The hymn glorifying the Lord is known as the Svayamprabha Stuti in the Ramayana. Sri Rama blessed her and advised her to retire to the Badari ashramam and meditate upon him. Svayamprabha spent the rest of her life as an ascetic there and finally merged into the sacred feet of Lord Narayana. Uni, there's an interesting point to note about the interaction of Svayamprabha and the monkeys. When the monkeys told her that they were on a mission to find Sita Devi, Svayamprabha asked them to close their eyes if they wanted to continue their search. She specifically mentioned that it would be impossible to get out of the cave unless they did this. All those who had previously entered the cave before them had never made their way out. As soon as the monkeys closed their eyes, they were miraculously transported to the forest outside the cave and continued on their path to find Sita Devi. This illustrates that the path to God is available only if we search for it within ourselves. As long as the monkeys saw the pleasures of the cave, which was laden with fruits and honey, they would have immersed themselves in it and forgotten their goal, which was to serve Sri Rama. Our condition is also like this. As long as we look outside ourselves at the pleasures of the world, we will never remember God, who is hidden inside our hearts. Amma gives the example of a musk deer. However long it searches for the source of fragrance of musk, it won't find it because the fragrance comes from within itself. Bliss lies not in external things. It exists within ourselves. Once we contemplate this and get enough detachment, the mind will stop running after external pleasures. Let us remember this story and spend some time each day with our eyes closed, looking within ourselves. May this help us all to see Lord Rama, who is residing in our hearts.